everyone, welcome back to Colouring with Kay. Thank you for joining me today. So in this video I thought I would do a flip through of a book I just got today, which is the new Millie Marotta's book called Woodland Wild. Now this is actually the first ever Millie Marotta's book that I've purchased, because I really like colouring like woodland creatures and sort of woodland flora and fauna, and I just thought I'd try it out, and maybe if I like her style and I think, you know, if I get on with the book well, complete a few pictures, then I might sort of consider some of her earlier books as well. So without further ado, then let's get started. So it's got a lovely cover. It's similar in size, I think, to the Joanna Basford books, you know, with Secret Garden and Enchanted Forest. So that's the back. It's got this lovely smooth cover with, you know, a little bit of colourings, and Millie Marotta's style is quite unique. You know, you can sort of tell what it's like. And so there's this fold out cover here that you've got, and on the inside, just move it here so you can see, you've got this lovely woodland scene with branches with some birds and some other creatures on there, and some leaves, etc. Ladybird down there. So that's colourable, probably with some markers I would suggest, because it is quite smooth, so I'm not sure if pencil would work on there. That's a title page. Then we've got the publication details here. And then there's a little bit of an introduction here, and an introduction to the book, and the importance of woodlands, etc. And yeah, I think there's a glossary at the back as well, which tells you what the creatures are. So we have a little rabbit here. So yeah, all these lines, I mean, you could colour them individually, but there's, if you don't want to, you could just sort of treat them as one big space rather than consider each of the individual lines. So how you decide to colour it in is pretty much up to you. I think these are deer, could be wrong, you know what I'm like with my animals. And then I really like these trees, and I like the sort of patterns in them. So I'll probably use pencil in this book, you know, majority of the time. Majority of the picture I think I will complete in pencils. This lovely peacock here, I think this is a double page. The picture does go into the spine a bit, so there's not a lot there, you can see there's just this little branch bit here, so you would still have to try to get in there, but there's not much, you know, that you have to colour here. It's only that little branch bit, so I suppose that's not too bad. I think these might be badgers. They look like badgers to me. And then you've got this lovely sort of a floral scene as well. And then we have this snake with all these leaves in the background. So you could just imagine, we're in autumn now, so I could just imagine doing these leaves in lots of different colours. It'd probably take ages, but you know, in oranges, browns, reds, the colours of autumn basically. We've got this bird here with less line detail, and then this bird on the opposing side with a lot more details, you know, with the lines, you know, more lines in them. So I guess it's interesting how you'd colour that. Like a mandala image, a little bit of a mandala image that looks like to me. This lovely bird here, I think it's a robin. Strikes me as it's a robin. I think this might be a fox, underground maybe, or in its little den, probably in its den, not underground, but in its den. This is another type of mandala type image as well, like this star sort of shape here. Then you've got all this, I can imagine doing that, I mean that would be quite nice to do with fine liners. And I think there is a test page at the back, so if you wanted, you could test your supplies to make sure it doesn't bleed through. The paper is really good quality, I think, similar to Joanna Basford's books, and it's bright white. I really like bright white paper as well. I think this is a squirrel, could be wrong. It's a big double page spread, and I suppose you could do what you like with the background, just leave it or do something you know, extravagant. And then we've got some sort of an insect here. Images like this I would probably want to do in fine liner rather than pencil, because the spaces are quite small, whereas something like this I would probably do, I wouldn't colour each individual section, but I'd colour the whole thing shaded with pencil. That's how I think I'd approach it. Really like this page. Again, you've got the more detailed line work here with these lovely butterflies and moths, and then on this other page you have got the butterflies and moths but with less line details. So again, you could do all of this with fine liner pens, and I think the Staedtler Tri Plus fine liners hopefully won't bleed through, because they're usually good. They're usually quite good on, you know, Joanna Basford's books. So I would assume they'd be good on this book, but I'd have to try it to make sure on the tester page. And then here I probably use pencil and shading. So yeah, that's quite nice. I like this as well. It looks really nice. You've got some strawberries and you've got some fruits and things like that, berries. Another creature, I'm not sure, is it a stoat? Could be wrong. Flowers. An owl, so like a circular you know, array around it. I really like this as well, leaves. And then we have some other like nuts and fruits that you might find in a woodland, you know, seeds, etc. And then here we have a lovely snail. So yeah, I would like to test out my media definitely, because I wouldn't just want to stick to pencil. I'd like to use gel pens and fine liners too. So we've got some leaves there, some more leaves, and a little pine cone I think in the middle there. Birds. I like the way that they're sort of designed, going around this sort of patterned sort of leaves that are going there. These are like in triangular pattern flowers. Again, you've got the more detailed, but this is sort of upside down in the opposite way, I think, but with less detailed flowers. What have we got here then? Okay, so this looks like a crab facing downwards, crab facing that way, crab facing that way. So yeah, this is another like mandala-like image, I think, because it's got a circular pattern with crabs, so that looks quite nice. This looks a bit like a wallpapery page to me. I'm not too keen on wallpapery pages. I don't really colour them. I suppose they could be good tester pages. And also just, I was asking myself, is this glue bound or stitched? It's probably glue bound, and you can see the stitching here as well, so it's stitched, which is a really good feature because I hate it when books fall apart. It's like, really upsets me. So yep, I think that's possibly a crow and some sort of other bird, which I'm not 100% sure, but like I said, there's a glossary at the back which would tell you what everything is. Excuse me. So another patterned page going across the page, quite similar to Joanna Basford's style as well in her books. I think that's a grasshopper. And then, oh, this little lizard looks cute. Another creature as well. Oh dear, spider. Yeah, spider. Yes, well, we'll move along. And then, I think that's a hen. Or a, yeah, hen, probably. If I've got these names wrong, you can laugh at me, but you know, there is a glossary at the back and I should have checked first. But you know, I know some animals, but some I don't. Butterfly, I really like this one. I can imagine colouring these little plant things that look a bit furry at the back and then using lots of different colours for the butterfly. I think that would look really nice. Again, you've got the detail line version and then the version without the line. So I think this is really good. I'm pleased so far. Another wallpaper page. And then I think deers and these trees in the background. Pair of frogs. I like that. I actually really like, and I like this reptile page, should I say. Yeah. So you can recognise Millie Marotta's style straight away, definitely. But like I say, she's a very well-known artist, and once the colouring fad came out many years ago, her and Joanna Basford, I think, were one of the first artists that got their books out there. I hope I'm not going too fast. You can always pause it, and here we have an insect scene. So yeah, I know this is not everyone's style, and I didn't think it was my style. That's why I didn't really buy any of Millie's books, you know, early on when they first came out. But then recently I was having a look at some YouTube videos where people had Millie Marotta's books, and they'd got some really nice, they produced some really nice pictures, and how you colour them is, you know, up to you. I mean, the lines might put some people off, but they don't particularly put me off, and I thought I really want to complete a page. Now this is a really nice page as well with mushrooms, so this is a very nice page for autumn that, you know, you could complete. This nice page there as well. And so here we are, that's all the images, so you get loads of images, as you can see. And then here at the back it says in order of appearance, and then it's got all the common names of the plants, as well as the trees, as well as the animals and insects themselves. And then in brackets you've also got the Latin name, I think. So yeah, that's great. And then here we've got the colour test page, so test your colour palettes and materials here. And then you come to the back, and then just like the front of the book where you've got picture, you've got your picture at the back in the fold out sleeve. So yeah, that's the complete flip through of Millie Marotta's Woodland Wild. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through and me rambling on. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.